Life holds so many facets, this earth is only one. Just think of him as resting from the sorrows and the tears, in a place of warmth and comfort, where there are no days and years. Think how he must be wishing that we could know today how nothing but our sadness can really pass away. And think of him as living in the hearts of those he touched. For nothing loved is everlast, and he was loved so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have gathered here today to celebrate the life and memory of Enos West, otherwise known as Bada, a beloved husband, father, grandfather, brother, uncle, and friend, who has left an indelible mark on the lives he touched. It is difficult to encapsulate the essence of such an extraordinary man in a few words. But it is my honor to stand before you today and share a few thoughts and memories that represent the humble and inspirational soul that was Bada. The journey of life of Enos West began on a beautiful, sunshiny day in a small town called Majas, deep in the heart of St. Anne. On the memorable day of June 28, 1963, Cicely Wilson and Davis West welcomed their child into this world. Indeed, he was a healthy and bouncing baby boy, whom they named Enos, which is a Hebrew name meaning mortal man. He grew up and attended Majas Elementary until he was 11 years old. It was about this time in his life when he was moved to Fraser, where he lived with his father and stepmother. His formative education continued at Cascade All-Age School. After attending Cascade All-Age School, he started farming as he had to find a way to make ends meet. Born into a simple and hardworking family, Bada understood the value of hard work and perseverance from a young age. He dedicated himself to farming, planting various food products to support his family, and it is here in the rich, nurturing soil that his legacy was sown. His unwavering dedication to his family, friends, and community was matched only by his commitment to the land he tended. He lived by the principle that success comes from hard work, a belief that became the foundation of his extraordinary life. As a farmer, he toiled in the field with the sun on his face and dirt under his nails, nurturing both the crop he grew and the people he loved. He understood that the seeds he planted were not just for his alignment, but for the benefit of those who would come after him. In this way, he was so much more than a farmer. He was a provider, a nature, and a role model. Bada was a man whose magnificence radiated through his actions, his words, and his love. He was a man who lived life to the fullest, always smiling, always seeking to improve the lives of those around him. As a mortal man, Bada would be looking for companionship. This need developed. He began to search, and his search finally led him to the Benz family, where he picked out a rose that pleased him well. The rose was none other than Maxine Benz. Their relationship continued from time until eventually on the 19th of June, 1999, they were united in holy matrimony. His strong and grounding presence brought warmth and comfort to his loved ones, especially his dear wife, whom he shared 24 beautiful years of marriage with. Their love story was one for the ages, a testament to the power of true love, commitment, and devotion, which led them to produce three wonderful children, Sodium, Remy, and Tajid. Oh my, he loved his TikTok. One day, Bada came to me and said to put the app on his phone where they dance. My response was, what are you talking about, TikTok? His response was, me don't know why it me but me want it. After I signed him in, he never stopped watching it, and when he can't get any signal, he would say, Sasky, no Wi-Fi no there? When he realized, he updated his plans. And if he don't see anybody dancing or hear us say, Radam or sweetie, so I he comes and say, Saskia, I don't want that. I want the dancing one. And when I give him, he makes a big smile and said, I didn't want me at all.
Lax's love for his friends and family made him an exemplary man. He might not have had monetary gifts to give, but offered the fruit of his labor willingly. I remember a Sunday that I fell for some ripe plantain, and as I looked through the door, I saw Laxi with some plantain. My response was, "Where you got plantain from so fast?" He laughed and said, "They were in Uncle Benty's shop." When they said a way to a man's heart is through his stomach, it wasn't a lie, as Laxi always loved his food, especially his mutton and Eastern cornmeal. Not to mention his boiled carrots. Sodi always made boiled carrot juice on Sunday morning and rest it in the freezer for the next day. But everybody knows Laxi loved his juice, so by the morning, the juice in the freezer would disappear. So the response would be, "Then I really my bottle of juice Laxi take and gone with, and look over there I sing and the little juice." Laxi never had a favorite food, but when he cooked his turn cornmeal with mackerel, you have to lick your finger. When Maxine leaves on Thursday for market, so they decided that we were not cooking. So when Laxi came and he did not see any food, when Laxi comes in and says, "Oh no cook," Laxi goes and buys salt mackerel and fry it up with banana and yam, and then he would say, "Saski, I know you don't eat salt mackerel, so sausage left on the table for you." When you finish, share out some food for Sodi and Benny. Let's not forget about his ginger bulla. What a man loved ginger bulla. As Maxine come from market, he would reach for his ginger bulla, and if he doesn't see any, he would reprimand it for not buying any. If there's a Laxi, there's an Uncle Benty. Nothing like when Laxi comes and Mark and Benty comes. When Laxi comes and say, "Mark, Benty coming up, come, I top the food." And he says, "No, cook the food too early so that Benty can get something hot to eat." This shows that he valued friends greatly, and as in 2 Kings, when David and Jonathan formed a friendship pact when he protected David from the king's soul, Laxi always shared this bond with his brother-in-laws, Denny and Benty. On the 14th of March, he complained of pain. Later that night, he was rushed to the Percy Junior Hospital, where he was admitted in a serious condition. We cannot tell nor we know why, but we know that what is done is by God is well done. God saw his pain. God knew we would be hurt, but he knew also that it was best for him to release him. And after the brief illness, he was transitioned into a new life. He is sadly missed by his wife, his 3 children, his 3 grandchildren, mother, stepmother, brothers, sisters, brother-in-laws, sister-in-laws, cousins, nieces, nephews, and a host of friends. Ladies and gentlemen, it isn't what we leave behind. It is what we leave in people's hearts. That counts, as in Revelation 21, verses 4. He will wipe away every tear from the eyes, and death shall be no more. Neither there shall be mourning, nor crying, nor pain anymore. For the former things have passed away. May his soul rest in peace.